Pakistani soldiers killed. International security force in Afghanistan is now investigating this. We have a couple of reporters on this for you today. Reza Sayed is live for us in Islamabad. Nick Payton-Walsh is live for us in Kabul. But Reza, I want to start with you. What is Pakistan saying? These are the only folks giving us any kind of really official word about this incident. But who are they saying is responsible for this attack?
Yeah, TJ, Pakistan is not happy at all with this incident. First off, let's pass along some new information just into CNN. The Pakistani military now telling us that it wasn't just one military checkpost that was hit with these NATO helicopters, but it was two Pakistani checkposts that were hit, killing a total of 24 Pakistani soldiers. Earlier, a government official had told us that 26 Pakistani soldiers were killed. Now the military is saying 24. Pakistan outraged at this incident. We're already seeing the fallout from this. Pakistan's prime minister issuing a blistering condemnation, saying that he's going to take this matter up with NATO officials and U.S. officials. He's already cut short a trip. He's coming back to Islamabad tonight, calling an emergency meeting with government officials. He is also calling on the military to investigate this matter. Some details that we've confirmed. This was a military checkpost, according to Pakistani officials, in Momin Agency. This is a district that sits right next to the Afghan border. There's a lot of militant activity here. One way NATO troops have addressed the militant activity is by holding operations, but they're supposed to stay on Afghan soil. In this case, according to Pakistani military officials, for some reason, these NATO helicopters allegedly crossed into Pakistani airspace and hit these two Pakistani checkposts. A statement by the U.S. ambassador today: "I regret the loss of life of any Pakistani servicemen," said the Pakistani ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Pakistan, Cameron Munter, and pledged that the United States will work closely with Pakistan to investigate this incident. But this is an incident that's surely going to raise tensions between Islamabad and Washington, TJ.
All right, let me bring in Nick, who is in Kabul for us now. Nick, what official word or how much are you getting from officials there about this, what appears to be, or at least what Pakistan said, is this NATO-led assault? And also, even though this was maybe a NATO-led assault, why could this still strain relations between the U.S. and Pakistan?
Well, I mean, most people construe NATO's presence here, certainly in Pakistan, as being American-led. Clearly, most of the force here is US. Much of the assets and helicopters in that area, if it was a helicopter strike, would be American, from my personal experience of being there. Let's also talk about what ISAF have said, though, in the past hours or so. Head of ISAF here, NATO commander, an American General John Allen, coming forward with a statement which in many ways recognized the enormity of this incident, but was very cautious to not actually corroborate the Pakistani version. I think you can see it here now. He said, "This incident has my highest personal attention and my commitment to thoroughly investigate it to determine the facts. My most sincere and personal heartfelt condolences go out to the families and loved ones of any Pakistani security forces who may have been injured or killed." Remember the may there. So nothing clear from ISAF that they want to stand up what Pakistan is saying, but clearly a recognition that this is obviously a huge potential strain on their already very fragile relations. But I should also point out, TJ, this part of the world, this border, enormously hard to demarcate, delineate. The NATO American troops on the Afghan side, never quite sure whether they're being attacked from Pakistan when they take incoming shell fire, never quite sure when Afghanistan ends and Pakistan begins. Huge amount of violence in Kunar, that's the Afghan side of the border where this happened, and we hear from Afghan border officials there was an operation going on there at that time to root out insurgents that could perhaps have been linked to this, not entirely clear. But at this point, certainly a concern from ISAF at the enormity of the damage this could do, but caution in terms of standing up the Pakistani version of events. TJ?